Why, hello, chums. Welcome in. Um, we seem to have some technical issues because the game has not appeared. Oh, there it is. Hello. Hello, everyone. Let's start some music, shall we? You can look at my inventory for a second while we play some music. And you guys can let me know if this is a good volume, too loud, not loud enough, all that jazz. Well, hello there. This is a surprise stream. I've decided to start streaming regularly. Fancy that. Fancy that. I don't know how to zoom. Okay, there we go. Cheap zoom. Hello. Hello there. So yes, I'm going to start streaming regularly, and I thought I would just dive into it with no advertisement of any kind. So there you go. We are in my creative test world. Now, I'm going to confess, guys, this is not a Bedrock world. As you can probably tell because of the yeah. This, I believe, is Light Magicka, and I can't remember how to turn it off, so we're just going to face this direction for most of the time. This is a lot of stuff from various different series. This is like quite a random one, actually. This is something I built with Mila, and I didn't even realise like, I'd kept it in this world, but there you go. This is all a bunch of stuff from the... I can't even remember like names of servers I've been on. They're gonna kill me. They're gonna kill me. But I'll come back to that in a second. Pleasantcraft. This is Pleasantcraft. Here we go. Viking's gonna kill me. But yeah, this is my Pleasantcraft base. I don't know what this is. I'll be honest. I was designing something, and I don't know what it is. It's some kind of farm, which you can probably tell. And then this over here was like a really old base from like the Afterlife server, which I moved over here because I was intending to build in this style on the current season of Truly Bedrock, which now is coming to an end. So I thought, let's design the new base and actually get involved in what's coming for the next season. So we're going to find a little area over here. Oh, look, another random farm. What's this one? Oh, I think this is me attempting to figure out how to do a smelter. And yeah, it was it was not a very good one. I'll be honest. I'll be honest. Thank you, Qui-Gon. I appreciate that. We're gonna find a little area, and we're gonna build ourselves a little block palette. Aw, don't be jealous. That's why you have a build world like this. And I realized that I've been building for years, and I keep like, because of the way that I like use mods when I do Java edition, I'm always like making new instances of Minecraft. So like I never have like one world which has like all my builds in it. So I was like, actually, I need to do that. I need to actually have a world that contains everything I've built so I can see how I've progressed and also like steal ideas from myself. And we should all do that. We should all have a build world. Right, first things first. Is there like a command to like completely clear your inventory? I'm sure there is. Hang on. Let's see if I can go into my brain. How do you do it? Clear like that? Oh, yes. It was that easy. It was that easy. Right, I can't press any of these buttons because I did that and the game crashed just before I started streaming. So there you go. Yeah, you should have one, Qui-Gon. It's pretty good. I realised after watching, I can't remember what it was. It was some guy whose name is like Goose or something had this video about like some guy's creative world, and it was absolutely amazing. And he had like a whole section with just like things that he'd built, not even like whole buildings, just like a whole section of just like interesting floors and like interesting lamppost designs. And I was like, I want that. I want that for myself. Now I'm gonna try very hard not to reveal too much of what I'm gonna do. Hello, Geol. I love the crashes. Yeah, I'm gonna remind you all, we all need to have like a build world. Right. I'm going to put together a block palette, and I'm trying to think of how to do it without giving away where exactly my base is going to be. Well, first of all, we need moss, and we definitely need moss carpet, so let's put that here. I'm also learning how to use Axiom, which is what this little thing down here is. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes. Oh, Yemmit, yes, I know. I do know who you are. I do know. I remember you. I remember your name. I was going to say I remember your face, but that would be weird. Yes, I do indeed know who you are. Ooh, I've not tried out the new moss yet. Ooh. The problem is it's very grey, and I was hoping it would be a little bit more blue. Maybe. That's a maybe. We'll put that in a different potential block palette over here. Okay. It's been a while since I've interacted with the community, so I don't blame you. Don't remember me. Yeah, that's fair enough. I do remember you, actually. I'm quite good with people I've seen a lot. At least you have a plan. I have half-baked plans. Yeah, like lots of people have talked about Axiom. It's not intuitive, I will say, is what I've found. Jill, I seem to remember that you're doing something, if I'm allowed to talk about it, that is, like, geology related. So, I don't know. I honestly don't know how you'd go about designing that, to be honest. Now, what do we think? I'm going to look at the different wood types and just kind of and ah over them. Okay. So obviously, moss goes with oak. Like, we know that. That is pretty definitive. Does it go? Now, bearing in mind, of course, that in Bedrock Edition, this is a very slightly different colour, which is kind of annoying when you use both Java Edition and Bedrock. So, I think it's more red. So I might not end up using that. Now, I'm going to be designing kind of like a forest that looks very otherworldly, I guess. I posted a photo of an amphitheater landing pad to your Discord way back when. Oh, yeah, I remember that. I wonder if it must still be there somewhere, though. Yeah, no, I do remember that. I might have to see if I can find it on the Discord server. Whoop. Now, I think if we hide the top of that... Does it go with the moss? It just kind of blends together, actually. Whereas, like, obviously it does go with the oak. If you ignore the green there. I think the green of the grass is, like, throwing me off a little bit. I should have made a build world out of, like, quartz or something. Or, like, black concrete. Yeah, I think I'm not sold on that because it to me, like, so many people use acacia to texture stone. It kind of looks like petrified, actually. Like it's like a pet. You could make like quite a cool textured, like petrified tree using this. Maybe like gradiating it. Yeah, there's something there. There's something there, but like it's like a it's been like struck by lightning or something. No, Ian, truly. I get it wrong every time. I was like, Zloy, please. Every morning, my husband and I do a crossword. And every morning I spell at least, 5 to 10 words incorrectly. And he's like, that's not how you spell that. That's not how you spell that. Yeah, I am always surprised by like what blocks people use the texture with. Does dark oak go with moss? A dragon burnt tree, indeed, indeed. Ooh. Ooh, it do. There's a vibe there. There is a vibe there. Tricky, tricky. I think if I have the other blocks that I'm going to use, like, I think I might end up using moss for the ground rather than, like, as part of the trees in the forest. Although, if you do use moss, you can actually like plant grass up in trees, so maybe we'll mix it in. So we want leaves that go really well with moss. So obviously oak would do. Obviously azalea definitely does. Which of these are biome dependent? English is my native tongue, and you'd never know. Yeah, I haven't really tried the warp stems, have I? That's a good point. I haven't tried the like pale oak or the cherry wood, actually. What's this? Or mangrove. Oh, mangrove's got a vibe. Yeah. Otherworldly vibe, eh? So we've got mangrove. We've got cherry. Or the pale. This again kind of looks like a stone texture. Yeah. I mean, the other thing about these is they're also animated. So, like, what would they look like with green leaves? Now, do we know? I know that for a fact this is not biome dependent. If we change the biome here, I think we can do this, actually. How do we do it? There is a way to, like, change the biome, or is that, like, a modded thing? I can't remember. Can set the spawn. How do you change biome? How do you change the biome? Yeah, that's definitely not biome dependent. Oh, neither is birch, actually. But is mangrove is the question. We might have to investigate that. Ooh. Yeah. Maybe we mix them. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with those actually, because I know for definite they're not biome dependent, and they actually texture quite well with each other. Like, they're different textures, but the color's not too dissimilar. So that could be quite good for making big trees. I had to do it in World Edit. Yeah, I mean, obviously. I couldn't find World Edit. Like, on a... I don't know if you need, like, to have it be on a server or something, but that's why I ended up downloading Axiom. Because I actually genuinely couldn't find it. Oh, by the way, do you want to see something cool? I've been working on my, what to call them? Like, my OBS, kind of thing. So I thought I'd show everybody today, what I've been working on. Check it out. Check it out. We've got a computer screen. Woohoo! A little program. Look at that. Look at that. I'm so proud of it. I have different screen sizes as well. So, like, that's like... I thought I'd use this one for my outro. I've been doing a bit of pixel art recently. I know you can get... It's a mod. Maybe it's Forge specific. It could be Forge specific. This is Fabric, so... and then we've got this one. It goes up to the side. So, you know, we have potential for, like, a little character to go down at the side here while I'm streaming, you know, like a little PNG person. It's Windows 93. I am alive. Hello, Rune. I'm just showing off my new stream graphics. Check this out. Check this out. We can go to the middle of the screen. We can go full screen with the bar, and we can just have the computer. And look, I can move the mouse around. Woohoo! It's just the computer screen. Unfortunately, at the moment, like, when I turn it to the program, like, the mouse will disappear. Like, it just disappears. Oh, goodbye, Minecraft. Minecraft has balked. I've been working on, like, a 404 page at the moment, which will, like, appear on here when things aren't working. And it's really cute. It's really cute. And I can't wait to show it to you guys. It's gonna be good. But yeah, that's my new stream graphics. It does, like, very slightly cover over the bar at the bottom, but, like, I mean, if it don't bother you guys, it don't bother me. You can still see what I've got in my inventory, it's fine. It's, like, literally the last couple of pixels at the bottom there that are covered over. I cannot. Woohoo! Oh, there's other stuff as well, hang on. If we go to the green one. I've been working on some new art. Do you guys wanna see it? I'll show it to you. I'll show it to you. Woo! There she is. Look at that. Look at that. We can look at cute things whilst we building. No, it don't really go, actually. It's a nice idea, though. I don't mind the cherry wood, though. Now, could you make a dead-looking tree? Thanks, guys. Thanks. I'm glad you like it. And also, like, if we're feeling like those summer vibes, we can also grow some sunflowers. Haha! Told you I've been doing pixel art. I'm gonna have, like, lots of different flowers I'm working on at the moment that I can just, like, decorate the screen with whenever I feel like. So there's me sunflowers. Right, I'm distracted. I'm distracted from what I was doing. I wonder if you can mix these in with this to create, like, a kind of... Ooh. Ooh. Dead tree texture. It's interesting because this one is, the cherry tree is like, what was it Loy said? Like, oak but sideways. Or like jungle but sideways. Yeah, these textures. Let's have a look. Where's the jungle log? Where's the jungle log? Oh yeah, like jungle is just oak but sideways. So these are also like the wood texture but sideways. Anyway, let's full screen again, shall we? Back we go. There you go. That's enough of a preview for you guys. Thanks. Yeah, I quite like it actually. Even though it doesn't kind of match the fact that this is obviously going in this direction. Maybe it could look like the tree's been... You can't unsee it. No, it's true. Yeah, it could still look good. Especially from a distance. There you go. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, we'll keep that as a reminder of like a potential dead tree texture. I'm vibing with this. I am vibing with this. Right, what else? I just kind of want to find all the blocks, even if they're like not necessarily natural blocks, that go with this color palette. So that I can build from it. I want maybe a contrasting color. So streaming on Twitch, I haven't for a long time. I do technically have, what do you call it? Affiliate? And I was thinking I might attempt to multi-stream. Because obviously then you'd have like a wider audience, wouldn't you? More people to like watch. But I'm just going to figure out if my setup can handle it. If my internet can handle it. My computer probably could handle it. But the internet's been really dodgy at the moment. So it looks from the best from a distance. Oh, Croon, no. That's terrible. Be nice to yourself, please. Right, let's have a look at purple, shall we? Because that's like a... Now the thing is, like, actually purple and blackstone go really well together. I'm just double checking that was blackstone. Yes, I have remembered the name of it. And I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you why. Remember my friend Wintertooth100 showed me this, right? Look at this. Look at this. That right there. Look at that. Look at that. That's purple. That is purple. That's not black. It is purple. So it goes really well with that. Yep, I like that. I like that. But is it the same... Is it gonna be complementary? Well, that definitely goes with that. Because it's sort of in the same range of color. Oh, hello. Hello. Yes. I look my best when you're looking at me so close you can't tell you what I'm looking at. What's what they say, a face for radio? No, we should be nice to ourselves, friends. That's why I don't do any face reveals. Because I don't have to brush my hair. Right. What other blocks? I kind of go with purple. Let's see what tough looks like. Yeah, if I show you deep slate. Deep slate is grey. Blackstone is purple. Yeah. See that? You see that? It actually isn't... It doesn't go that well together, does it? Oh, someone give me a little heart. Yeah, no, I don't think... Oh, the problem with using blackstone is I actually then have to go and get it. I'm already making a rod for my own back, but that's fine. Ooh. Magical and mystical. Nothing says magical and mystical like absolutely all of the geodes. Does that mean we can use basalt? Actually, I do like basalt. Where is basalt? There we go. I do like basalt. It's a good texturing block as basalt. Okay, okay. Yeah, we're getting somewhere. Again, look at it. Purple. 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 It's all purple. In the end, it was all purple. What about stripped? Because we need... Because I think that the cherry wood is too pink. It's too, like, very... It's, like, very pale. Crystals are the most magical, mystical thing I can think of. Yep. Yep, they really are. Like, that's not bad, but does it... It doesn't... It's too red, whereas, like, the purple is more blue. What about this? Now that goes, actually. This not so much. Yeah, the wood does. It's all purple. It always has been. I don't have any memes to put on the screen. I should like remake some memes in like pixel art just for like the funsies. So we can like put them on the screen. Yeah, I think these are good wood. Good wood. Yep. We like that. I mean, the great thing is, of course, that we can use the flowering azalea because it's also purple. It also purple. What else is purple? I mean, yeah, obviously like the other accoutrements. Do stone go with, is the question. Or is it too grey? No, it's not the way I want to go. Pixel memes. Yeah, it's my dream. It's what we deserve. It is what we deserve. I love copper. I love copper so much, but maybe the super green copper. Oh, what do we think, chums? Ooh, yeah, because it's in the same like cool kind of color palette. It works. The leaves kind of warm it up a little bit, which is why I quite like the use of the birch ones, because they are like a bit cooler in tone. Ooh. If only there was a moss that was like in between these two. What does this look like with it? It's too grey. Although it's got a cool... It is cool. Fun fact. Nether gold ore and crafting tables are the same colour. If you look at a floor of them from a significant distance, they're effectively the same average colour overall. Hilarious. I'm not going to test that out. I'm not going to test it. Yeah. Could we have crystal trees? Or crystals like growing from the trees? Can you put crystals on leaf blocks? No. You can put them on other solid blocks though. You could have them coming out of the trees. Boop. Like that. It feels like too green. Maybe. Well, we can always try the other colours, can't we? We can always try the other ones. It depends. It depends if it's in the... Because, like, the problem is, like, it's too... Like, I wonder if that's too warm? I don't know, actually. Hang on. You might be onto something there. Let's see. What do we think? Really what I'd like is something that, like, bridges the gap between, like, the warmth of the moss. Like, it's a very warm green compared to, like, these much cooler colours. I rescind my comment. I think it's because they're all shoved together as a palette right now. I mean, they're not bad, but I do think the high contrast, as I say, because it's a cool green, but it does make the moss look even warmer in comparison. It's difficult. I mean, do we just... Teal carpet everywhere? No. Okay, what? I'm gonna play with these. I know, like, people have like a weird hatred of the glazed terracotta, but I absolutely love it. Liberty green. I really like it. Ooh, do we want to play with glass as well? If we're thinking like crystal vibes. Like what colors of glass would look really good? Yep, vibing with that. Yep, both of those are good. What about pink? Actually, to be honest, I'm sold on all three of those. I think they would be excellent for doing some kind of texturing or some mystical, magical thing. What about blue terracotta? It's in the right color range to do something, isn't it? What about... This is too... Again, if you look at this... I'll put these down. Like, they're too saturated. Compared to these are, like, slightly desaturated. Yeah, like, this desaturated kind of purple color. Like, I know it's called blue, but... Like, let's be real. That is purple. Let's have a look at the magenta and the purple as well. The pink's too orange. What about the... No, that's still... It's still a bit too saturated. It doesn't really go, but the glass kind of gets away with it. Someone should make like a universal Minecraft palette, just like every block of Minecraft placed into a spectrum or color wheels that you use like an actual color wheel. Yeah. I think you can find those. Like, I'm pretty sure they do exist. Right, let's have a look at these. This one, no. This one, maybe yes. Unsure noises. No, I don't think it deviates too far. It deviates too far. Okay. What we actually want is one that's like really contrasted. Let's have a look at a few of these. Maybe the pink one. Maybe the yellow one. Like this one, probably not. No, it doesn't go. Also does not go. Has a vibe. Okay. Absolutely muffed that, but whatever. Or maybe you find you put in a hex code, it gives you the closest color. Oh yeah, no, that would be good actually. If you had like a hex code and it's because you're looking for like a specific color palette and it says like these blocks are like the closest. That would be useful. There is like a website that I found that does have like color palettes on it, which is quite fun. Where you can like, people can like submit them. Right, what do we think of this? I mean, potentially people love to be building in Minecraft. They do love that building. That is a no. What about yellow? I mean, if we're gonna go for like a real contrast, yeah, but like that's a no. I don't mind this though. There's something there, but it needs like a bridging block, like between it. Ooh, light blue terracotta. Where's cyan? Okay, there's cyan. There's light blue. There's the cyan concrete. Let's just pick up a few bits and pieces, shall we? Because, like, obviously these go together, but do they go with the rest of what we're doing here? That's possibly too saturated. Now that's interesting. Now I like that. Does it go with the floor though? Not really. I might have to abandon the floor tiles. I do like them though. Or just use them very sparingly. Yeah, I don't mind the concrete powder. They kind of go with stone, actually, like... Let's see. Ooh. Hello? That's a no. But, you know, it was worth trying. I haven't really looked at the stripped version or the planks of these to see if these would, like, go in some way. Ah, now, yes, I do remember this. This has got, like, a kind of a pink tint to it. So, actually, the white wood does look quite good. Especially if you put it in that direction. So, it looks like this. Yeah, I think the white wood does actually fit, you see, because this is a grey white. Yeah, we're gonna abandon that. We're gonna abandon that in favour of the wood. Yeah, no, I think this is definitely going in the palette. Because it's the right kind of... Yeah, it's the right kind of shade. Okay, now... Is diorite quite grey? Yes. It's no good. It's no good. It's no work. I think the warped wood is too far removed from... How far removed is it from that colour? Fairly. Okay. No, thank you. No, thank you. I could have probably swapped it out and like done this instead of the copper. Like that obviously does go. Ooh, do we replace the copper with the warped wood, or is it... No, I think I like the copper better. I think that's just slightly too saturated for me. Mud, hello. As just like a neutral block. It's always good to have your neutrals. So you should remember this whenever you're dressing as well. We're like a neutral. And I do think that kind of works actually. If we want to have some paths or something through the forest. Yep, I think mud is the way to go. Do we want to experiment with this? Oh no, it's too grey. Too grey. If only we had other mossy blocks. Just for funsies. This is so... That's a no. But it was funny. It was worth doing. It was funny. Ooh. I think quartz is going to be... Oh no, actually. Okay. No, okay. It's more yellow than I remember it being. Okay. That's interesting. Let's throw a bit of end stone in there. Okay. Like, it doesn't quite go with this one, but they don't have to be next to each other. I think they do kind of go with the whole vibe, though. Because they're not, like, that very stark white. They're more like a cream colour. You're just accumulating every block in the game. Look, Sloy, right? I like to have choice. You know, some people like a limited palette. I'm not one of those people. You know, I want to eliminate the blocks I'm definitely not. Basically, what this is eliminating the blocks I'm definitely not using. More than the blocks I am going to use. No, it doesn't go. Don't go. It's got too yellow. Too much yellow in it. Diamonds. Emerald's not going to go. I'm not even going to put a netherite block. That's ludicrousy. Does this go with the copper? Ooh, just slightly off. But the dark one does, actually. Oh, that might be a good replacement for the tile that I had to abandon. Yes. Yes, my pretty. Don't be afraid of colours, Loy. Colour will be afraid of you. Now I'm questioning whether to do the mud bricks or not. Yeah, I think we may... or do we use... What would be our pathing material? Is the question. A block that is half slabbable, please. I think it's gonna have to be the tough. It may have to be the tough. It may have to be the tough. Alright, that's something for us to think about. Alright, let's design a tree. Let's design a tree. What I actually want is the all over block. Yeah, I don't want to see any of the pink And we also want some of these bad boys. These. I wish there was walls as well, like slightly thicker fences, like posts or something would be quite useful. Are trapdoors good for making? Yeah, maybe. Maybe. And I'm going to just use... I'm going to have a bit of moss. And we're going to have the... are acacia leaves biome dependent? There's a question. I'm going to take the azalea and the birch. Okay. Let's go build ourselves a little platform, shall we? Just kind of sprinkle this around. Okay. Oh no. I've accidentally got into Axiom. Now, do we want this to be a chunky boy? A chunky boy. A little bit chunky. I was always taught when drawing trees that, like in nature, they always split in twos. So you get like a big split in the middle here. With like two branches going off in different directions like this. And then every time it splits, it like splits in two. So I'm going to follow that rule and see if it leads to like a good tree. I think that needs to be, because it's like on a diagonal, it needs to be a bit beefier. Okay, yeah, you know, that's looking tree-like. Right, let's split this one a little bit higher so it doesn't look too symmetrical. I'm also remembering I have to build this in Bedrock Edition, so it's I'm not going to have anything to help me build, so it's good to have like a rule, like the, you know, splitting in two kind of rule, because it'll help you to... Yeah. I'm liking that. I think that's looking good so far. Yeah, we'll have this side... might have it coming off this way, actually. You've just recreated the default cherry trunk. Like, shh, Sloy, be quiet. let me create my artistic vision. Oh dear. Ain't got these, do it? It ain't got these. Yeah, see, we're going off in twos again. Actually, let's come out like this. Yeah, so we're going off on another two. We have another two. And then this will split into two. Oopsie. Yeah, and this will come over this way somewhere. Okay. Okay, we cooking. Yeah, I'm liking it. Want this one to be a bit more spindly. And like going up. Maybe we'll try a diagonal one for this. And then this could split off into another branch. Nice. Thought my husband was knocking on the door, but I think he was just moving his chair because we share a wall. There we go. Right, let's look at it. Now, it does look a bit empty in the middle, but I kind of almost want that so that there's like a big gap here. Because like trees do naturally quite often have that. I saw the wildest tree. I should have taken a picture of it actually the other day. where like the branch had gotten so heavy that it had fallen to the ground and then like rooted itself, and it looked as if there was like another tree then growing out of it, but it was the same tree, and it had done it like 2 or 3 times. So there were all these massive trees, and they were all like from one tree that's branches had just gotten so heavy. We could do that actually. That would be quite interesting. This could be like a baby version of the actual tree that we do build. Okay. So I'm going to have it so the inner leaves are mostly these ones. And then the outer leaves will be the birch. And we want lots of holes. Okay, let's have a look at that. More bush. Let's now sort of make some random... And I'm going to stick a few bits of moss like right in the middle so we can put some grass on them. Let's actually get some grass. I could just get bone meal, I suppose. Hello. Grass. That's fun. That's fun. I like that. Just stick some here and about. That is fun. Grass. Oh, I forgot about the falling leaves. It's so cute. It's so cute. It's what we've needed all along. Hello? Please, thank you. Thank you. Thanking you. Okay, it's looking a bit flat at the moment. That's fine. We're working on it. We're working on it. Okay. Yeah. A bit more haulage. Bits where you can see right through. There we go. And I want one here. Okay. Something's happening. I'll tell you that for sure. Something's happening. Need more coming down. A bit more like a willow. Yeah, okay, that's better. With more of them dripping. Okay, let's add some as it comes down. Ooh. No, I don't want it there. Stop. Not there. Okay. I then wonder if the transition between them is a little bit harsh. Like maybe I should put some up top as well. I really need to practice doing this. I don't make trees enough. That's why it's a good idea to practice like doing terraforming projects, I think. So you can get into it. Get into the groove. Yeah, I like it because it's sort of adding something to the bottom where it looks as if it's a bit more like a willow in that like the leaves are getting thinner and more droopy as it goes down. I think maybe we need to come down even further. It's not even low enough. It's like really go for it. One there. Really coming down. Ooh, yeah, I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Okay. Let's work on shaping this side. You should always look at it from all directions. Yeah, I like a weeping willow in real life as well, to be honest. It just sort of fills it out so beautifully. Like, the shape is just so nice. There, that's where I want it. I want something maybe here, actually. Yeah, let me in. Let me in. Let me in. Okay, I think it looks pretty good from that side. I think we need another one of these somewhere, though. Maybe like here with a bit of grass on. I'll make some of them tall, like tall grass. Yeah, that looks good. Like partially hidden, but it's fine. It's fine. It's okay. Alright. Oopsie. A few of these. There we go. There we go. Yeah, just kind of stick them on top as a good way to get them in there. I've got to remember is not to make it too dense. Leave lots of like gaps and stuff. And there needs to be kind of a height that the birch leaves kind of start from almost. Maybe not. Maybe we'll just wing it. Maybe we'll just wing it. You'll notice I don't have the fluffy bush either on this, because obviously in Bedrock Edition I don't really use the fluffy bush texture. And also, like, it's a bit more of a challenge to build with the default Minecraft textures without, like, editing them in there anyway. As was intended. I think what we'll do is just come out here so there's like a nice big gap there. I might even stick another bit of moss there. Yeah, because it like blends in quite well. Oh, I like how much you can see through the bottom of the tree there. That's fun. Oh, it's looking so good. Expanded bush texture pack is cheating. Yeah, I don't use connected textures. Or not since like Optifine anyway. You gotta build with what you got. Woohoo! Yeah. Let's put one on the diagonal here. That's where I want it. Yes. So there's lots of like... I haven't been looking from underneath actually. Honestly, after the big texture update, building in general kind of too easy. Bring back the old nether. Yeah, I don't mind that actually, like having like a really big gap. It maybe needs to be closed up a little bit. We just have one. Oopsie. Not that closed up. A little bit of closing up there. But otherwise, I like that. It's about making things look nice for everyone else too. Yes, exactly why I'm looking at it from every angle. Which is something I often forget to do in survival because it takes so bloomin' long to build anything. I also want to make it look good from above as well. Yes. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. Something beautiful has emerged from my brain. And then I think I might see what kind of building style I want to do. I've not really looked at any like reference pictures or anything. I was just kind of like, nah, we're just gonna see what happens. See what creativity strikes. Right, so this one's a little bit higher at these branches. So maybe what I want to do is, yeah, not have them come down quite as far as the tree rises up on this side. have a bit of this. Yeah, we'll have some of them come down like further, but for the most part, I think I'll make that azalea. Have it. Yeah, so it doesn't come down quite as far. That one's a little bit random. It's a little bit floaty. Yeah, that makes it make sense a bit more. A floater. Okay, we'll leave that bit open. Leave that bit open. Yeah. Let's have a look at it from here. Yeah, it's not bad. It needs a bit more green here, though. But I'm actually going to leave that branch open. Yeah, maybe I'm going to leave that completely open, actually, and just put something on the diagonal here. Looks good. Looks good. What's cooking? Good looking. Oh yes, grass. That's what's cooking. That's what's cooking. That might stick. Maybe not. Maybe not. Actually, I was thinking about putting another bit of grass in there, but I think it's okay. Okay, this can come down one. And then I'm going to put one... Actually, yeah, I'm just going to keep keeping that down. What is this sorcery? Hello, all your blocks. What's going on, blocks? What's going on? I am indeed streaming. How are you, my man? I haven't spoken to you in absolute ages. Doo-doo-doo. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's something about the shape there. There's like a sweep to it that I quite like. Let's see if we can kind of keep that and not go too bulky on this side. The sweep. Yeah, come out this way. That's it. So that, yeah, that like retains that kind of sweeping like gradation. This needs to go one block higher, I feel. Put the moss there. Oh, that's great. I'm really glad to hear that, blocks. I'm good. I said in the last stream that I did at the end of the stream, I was like, oh guys, by the way, like the reason I haven't been around is because I actually had a baby. I have a little baby now. My husband has put him to sleep tonight. I went downstairs to say like good night just before I came on stream, and my husband was trying to read him a book, but he was just like looking at me through the stairs, and I was like, bye bye. I was like, he's not paying attention anymore. He can just see mummy. Child acquired, that's right. They just let you leave the hospital with them, you know. Yeah. 'Tis bubby. Plus one child, yeah. Achieved. They just give one to you. I do wish it worked like that. Just the stork just comes and delivers you on. My mum always used to tell me I came from behind the mulberry bush. Minecraft you can have a baby when baby can hold controller, because it will probably end up being like the non-PC version. Although I suppose I could teach them to play Java Edition. Because I started playing on a PC. I was a PC gamer as a kid, so I was a PC gamer before I could read. I remember playing Sim Tower. Sim City classics. Right. Yeah, there's one there. I think I'll make that into a tall one though. My one almost messed up. Oh no! Messed up your hardcore core the other week. A baby zombie. They vicious. They are vicious. Or your child, do you mean? Oh, I'm in the tree. Actually, that's not a bad idea actually to see what it looks like from the inside. There we go. Just my child. And that's why we make backups slow. I'm not dying to baby zombie, I'm not new. That's fair, that's fair. Right, I wonder if this is done. Maybe. Let's look at it. Oh, it's not quite balanced on this side. There's like too much haulage. It needs something here. Maybe even on the diagonal. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Right, what I want to do is I'm going to get rid of these and this one. Yeah, no, that one can go back in. So that there's like a sweep. Yes. It looks a bit naked by itself there. Maybe we fill in a little there. Now we're pruning. Now we're pruning. So from this angle, there's this really nice like sweep upwards of the tree. Maybe a little bit more over here. Maybe we change this to this and have this as diagonal coming down. Yeah. Yeah, there's like a definite... We don't want it too dramatic though, so maybe have some of these coming down like that. Yeah, just pruning at this stage. I'm well looking forward to having the ghasts because it will make making these trees so much easier. I'm going to come in and just prune. Just do a little bit of pruning. Okay, it looks good from that angle. Let's see it from this angle. So from this angle, it's just kind of tree. There's not too much artistry to it. Maybe prune it a little bit. Oh, it's a tree! Yeah, thanks, blogs. Always appreciate your input. Yeah, there we go. That's looking better. So there's sort of a heart shape. Actually, that's quite nice. This side. This side you can see a little bit of the sweep. But I maybe want to emphasize it a bit more. So a little bit of that kind of sweep going on. If we shorten that one a bit. Maybe shorten that one a bit. Yeah, nah, I think that was a mistake to do that. I think we leave that. I think it's not going to look perfect, remember. Here all week. Yeah, this side you can see the sweep isn't as clear as it is from that other angle. But it's definitely... There's definitely something going on, isn't there? You can definitely see There's a kind of gradation. This from this angle is too much of that one. Yeah. Maybe even a little bit of that action. There's something not quite right about that from that angle. Not sure. Maybe there will help. Yeah. Not as high though. Oopsie. Wrong block. It's got willow vibes. Thank you. That's what I was going for. A mystical tree. Yeah, that's better. That's better. There's like the sweep to it. Right, let's have a look left side. Oh yeah, I'm happy with that. That looks very like willow-like. There's a good S-curve to it there. That kind of shape. Okay, I think it's as good as it's going to get from every angle. Except now I'm going to ruin it by growing some of the grass. So we want like these ones that are like more in it to come up. Yeah. To be a bit higher. Just to add a bit of fluff. A bit of floof. A bit of floof. Oh yes, I'm very happy with that. And I do like the particles. I wonder if we could put... what's that flower called? It's like a bloom something? No. What's the flower that gives the particles called? I've forgotten its name. It's going to be a natural blocks, maybe. Cactus flower's cute. What it called? Help. 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 I can't find it. Surely it would be here with the other flowers. Oh, there it is. A spore blossom. You are absolutely the luckiest. This is my first day of starting my stream schedule vlogs like this. That is luck. It is. I've decided I'm gonna stream for a while because making videos is a bit too difficult while I am mummy. Right. There. Ooh, look at them. Look at them blossoms. Now, do we spore blossom? Or do we firefly bush? Oh. I've broken it. I think we might firefly bush, actually, my chums. It's quite cute. Oh, yeah. I think we might firefly bush, actually. What other blocks we got? Oh, these are cool. I like these blocks. Right. So we definitely want crystals. And I'm going to make a little kind of palette on the floor because there'll be too many for me to carry all at once. For sure. It's quite nice decorating with saplings that can't grow. Like, so these ones, like if you just put single ones, they like can't actually grow. Short dry grass is quite good. Okay, let's experiment with some of these. This is a cute sapling. Because it could be a shrub as well, you know, as this could it'd be like a little shrub. A bit dry grass. And then the firefly. And then the different crystals. Yes, lovely. Lovely. What else have we got? What does the cactus flower look like? Quite like the leaf litter. Oh, I do like the cactus flower. That's like within the right colour palette as well. It's like sort of slightly desaturated. Might have to use that one. What else we got? Large fern. I do like ferns. But they are also biome dependent. So they may not be a goer. Ooh. What about drip leaves? Dunno. Maybe. Drip leaves are a maybe because they have like magical vibes. Just because of the vibes. Chorus. Ooh, okay, okay. Oh yeah, you can only plant it on end stone, can't you? Could probably make that work. And just have stuff around it. Like it's drained all of whatever from the soil. Yeah. It's quite cool stuff. What else? How do you feel about Britain? How do I feel about Britain? What, as in my country? It's an interesting situation at the moment. Certainly. Let's look at glow vines. Sea pickles. Candles are actually also quite good for like random decoration. These are kind of alien looking, aren't they? These flowers. Let's try both of them. Sunflowers. Yeah, the wither rose. The wither rose and the eye blossom is quite a good shout as well. Let's try the eye blossom. Very funny. Is that going to close? Yeah, because it's daytime. Oh, they give off like a particle. Is that only when they close? Huh. Don't know. Don't know. I'm not sure about that. Torch flower. It's a little bit too bright for like the desaturated vibe that we're going for. Sorry, chorus fruit. Although this one's not too bad. It kind of goes with the cactus flower actually. Let's have a look at the sea pickles. Not the right kind of green. Lilacs? It's not a lilac. Oh yeah, it is a lilac. No. Hairy crystals. Glow liken's always good, like for adding a bit of texture to stuff. I mean, obviously, and lighting. Also good. But dripstone. I'm glad you can place dripstone wherever you like. Nah, it's not the right colour. Not the right colour. Right, get rid. Get rid. Do we want... Yes or no? It's a little bit too saturated for what I'm going for. A little bit too saturated. Yeah, most of the flowers like fall into the same colour palette, so they're quite difficult to use. What do we think about this? I'm gonna leave it there actually. It's got potential. It's got potential. It's definitely got potential. Like weird alien flowers. Now, dead coral could be interesting. Because it's not like very grey, it's more like brown. It's like a sepia kind of colour. A dead coral might be interesting. I've seen it used in mod packs to create like wastelands and stuff. Could be interesting. We'll come back to that. We'll put a pause in that. Skulk. How do we feel about Skulk? Skulk's quite magical, isn't it? I don't like the idea of having to collect it. But it has some potential. I'll hang on to that. Maybe Skulk. I think obvious choice is the pearlescent one, obviously. Obviously. It just looks like a rubbish bag to me. It goes quite well, but we're not using it. Oh, chums. We have been streaming for over an hour now. That's good. That's good. I like it when that doesn't feel like I have been. I've been very busy though. Let's have a look at the leaf litter. No, I don't vibe with it. Not in this build anyway. I vibe with it in general, just not for this build. I think these will be too pink. Oh, they only go on yeah, as lovely as they are, they're like a bit too pink. I think the cactus flower is the one we want. It's like much more like desaturated. So if we take this. Now the thing about flowers is you want to put them not directly under the tree, but like, say if there was like another tree over here, you would put them like where the leaves wouldn't shade the ground. So the flower's always going to grow like between the trees. So you'd have like maybe one or two like closer, and then there'd be like a little collection of them like here between two trees. And there'd maybe be some bushes as well. And that's maybe where you'd have like a path coming through the forest. Winding circuitously under the tree. And coming around like this. It's got potential. I'm still not sure how I feel about the moss. Could I just use grass? It will change in the biome I'm intending to go into. The problem is like the plants only go on moss or grass. And I still feel like this is too grey. Yeah, it just kind of washes it out. Which, I mean, is the purpose when it's in the Pale Oak Forest. It's just too saturated for what I want. Which is very unfortunate. I wonder if we could... Let's get some candles out. I think we can use candles as plants as well. Black. And maybe magenta. Purple. They're a little bit saturated, but we'll see what they look like. See what the green candles look like. You see, that's a better green. Hi Jay, welcome, welcome. We now be using candles as plants. That actually fills in a lot of that space really nicely. I like that. The purple's a no-go. Too saturated. That's better. I don't mind these ones. Oh, so this is for the new season of Truly Bedrock. I'm trying not to reveal exactly where my base is going to be because I've chosen an interesting biome, shall we say, where I'm going to have my base. And I wanna have like a really, this is the palette kind of that I'm going for. Some of these are subject to change, but lots of purple and lots of kind of desaturated colors. Although I suppose this is kind of a bit more saturated, but I quite like the contrast. Oh, hi Giol, finally sitting down. I know that feeling. I know that feeling. Yeah, we're going good. I'll show you my tree. Tell me what you think of the tree. It's a weeping willow. Have a good look at it. I've tried to make it look good from every angle. So that's like the front, and there's like a sweep as it goes like up to like a higher branch there is what I've tried to create. And then if we go around, this is sort of like, this side is like, almost has like a heart shape. It's sort of like an oval. And then we got stuck. And then this side also has the sweep. It's not as good as from the front side, but there still is that like the sweep there. Let's just do that. It's a little bit better. Anyway, I'm just gonna keep picking up it. It's nothing set in stone, exactly. Oh, there's got a cool hole there actually if you look through that way. But yeah, you can see it kind of goes down. A house tree. Well, you gotta, you know, I've got a lot of environmental stuff to do in the particular biome that I've chosen. I'm just not sure about the moss. I just think it's a little bit too saturated compared to the other blocks I've chosen. But the pale moss is just too grey. It's really tricky. I might have to just see how it looks like in situ, like in the actual environment. We haven't played around with the mangrove roots, actually. Ooh, they're a bit brown. If they were a bit redder, they would have been alright. What does crying obsidian look like? Maybe a bit too saturated. Let's try obsidian. No, that's still crying obsidian. Oh, it's not bad. That's a maybe. That's a maybe. Alright, now, who lives in this place? That's what we want to know. Because that's going to inform what kind of house I build. I'm thinking maybe some kind of elf. But, like, I also don't want to shy away from possibly making it a bit more technological. Like, it doesn't have to be like a medieval style fantasy building. Like, it could be a slightly more futuristic build. Like, you know, maybe a group of people that live in harmony with nature but still have technology. Hey alien. Pale moss is good for pathways as a mix with stone and andesite. It is. That's kind of why I'm moving away from it. Like, I've done kind of like a dead tree vibe here. And like, it goes really well, but if you look at it next to these blocks, like, it's just too grey. Like, it doesn't quite fit. There's like a balance to it. Like, you can't even really mix it in with moss because it's like so different in colour. I mean, it might look alright as part of the pathway. I don't know. We're still thinking about that. Uh-oh, it's alien. I quite like this block, actually, as maybe like a floor block. Maybe we build a little bit with copper, actually. I'm trying not to go for my usual thing, which is using, like, wood as the side of the building. As, like, the corners, I mean. But maybe we could use it to, like, map it out. So let's do a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that 7 or 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we want it to be like a. We don't like the even numbers. We like the odd numbers. It's good for some things, but naturally build a nature build it's not too great. Yeah, it's a bit. I'm gonna look at my own builds for inspiration. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, this is something I haven't used, like, the wood on. Like, obviously on these ones I have done, because these are meant to be sort of houses of people who, like, don't have as much money. So they're kind of like, you can see the wood. Yeah, potentially, like, the copper. We've experimented with the half oxidized copper. Like, I think it looks alright, but we'll have to see. Yeah. This is interesting, actually, because I've used, like, the polished diorite. So maybe we could use copper. Let's go look at these buildings. Yeah, well, I've sort of made them more like blocks, but there is like wood in them, obviously. Oh, now here's an idea, actually. To have like a base first, and then okay, let's do that. Okay. Too tired to spell or grammar. That's fine. As Lloyd pointed out, the title of my stream is spelled incorrectly, so you're in good company here. Okay, goodbye. Let's make some boxes. Maybe we use purple. No, we use blackstone. Don't be foolish. Don't be foolish, mortal. The base of these are going to be made with blackstone. What am I doing? And cracked blackstone and maybe some stairs as well. Right. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll go 9 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 9 by 7. Just as like a first little... And then maybe it'll have like an entrance. Put purple into the palette just to mock it. I mean, it is purple. You know, we could have the odd little purple. Hey. Or maybe we make the house over here. The entrance, sorry, to the house. We make like a cute little entrance here, and it's like purple. It's just like a bit purple. Why not? Eh? Why not? Who's gonna stop me? And then we continue the and that's gonna be like the entrance into the house. Yeah, cute. And this will go up to this height. Yep. Could even have a third window. Look at that. Small person's bedtime. Yep, classic. Sweet. There we go. And then we'll probably have a window in this one actually. It's quite nice to have a window in the entrance. But not there, because it's not correct. Okay. And then from there, maybe do we go something funky? Just, oopsie, straight up build it out of the same wood as the trees. But then have like crimson kind of accents. I know that was a crimson stairs. Okay, I may concentrate just on the front for a second. So I can get it exactly how I want it. What do we use as the roofing material is the question. That's a funky little 2x2 roof. Yep. Get rid of that block. I might do the actual like house roof in like a different color. So it's got like a contrast. Maybe we use the white. Ooh. Could do all kinds of things. Could do all kinds of funky things. Maybe we use basalt. Have I ever used basalt as a roof? I don't think so. I don't think I am going to now. Okay. So let's just go up to, and then maybe we start building up where the roof is going to be. It's just like a dinky little house. Do we want it to have 2 floors is the question. Like, what are the people like who live here? Do they just want to live a peaceful life in the forest? Or are they a bit more, like, grandiose? Maybe they are grandiose. Maybe they have a bit of pale wood. That's going to look terrible, but, you know, I'm trying it out anyway, just in case. It does look terrible. I've never tried to, like, design anything with, like, absolutely no reference whatsoever. It's not that easy. It's not that easy, I'll tell you that. Oh, maybe we do the roof out of copper. Maybe we do the roof out of copper. Maybe the copper goes around the middle to designate between the different floors. Potentially. Literally, doorbell just want to ask that last question, so I missed both of your answers. Sorry. It is. It's for Truly Bedrock, which is funny because obviously this is Java edition that I'm building in, and I will have nothing to help me like light Matica or anything. So you know, we're just building all these beautiful things. So I'm going to rebuild them all in survival. Good job, me. Oh, there's something here. I feel like there's something in my brain that I just need to make come to fruition. I think sometimes you need to know more about like who you're building for, like even if it's like a made-up group of people. And I'm like, what are they doing in this forest? Are they're looking after it? Are they logging in it? Are they sucking all of the magic out of the ground for their own end? You know, like what are they doing? Is the question. That's all redstone blocks. It's like maybe if we grab a vault, cool. The dragon egg. Maybe if we grab... I do like the signs. Maybe we give the building a purpose, actually. That's what I'm missing here. Like, maybe this is, like, the enchanting room. Maybe I just make this for myself, you know? This is, like, a wizard. A sorceress. There we go. A sorceress who lives here. I'm going to start again. I'm going to start from scratch. Okay. It's like, maybe there is, like, a sorceress who lives in this forest. And she's, like, cultivated it, like, to make it her magic stronger. So maybe some of the house is just a straight-up crystal. And we just need to eke it into existence. And that could be where... like, she keeps her enchanting table. You know? How'd you do the enchanting stuff again? No, that's bigger than that. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, like that. Like that! You know, and then we have the magical crystal center. And we'll put a pearlescent frog light in there just to light it up. I think you can use the candles, can't you, instead of things? Hey, Lee. Oh, Lee, I haven't seen you for ages. How are you? Can I finish Artemis Tavern before she designs a new one? Speedrun any? Yes, absolutely, Zulay. Go for it. You may finish my tavern. The tea house. I give you permissione. We want to have holes in the crystal so that we can like see out. Let's have a few candles around that are like actually candles and not plants. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go bigger. That's good to hear, Lee. I also have an unfinished house in the current season. If I was on the server, I'd be like, oh, I'll finish your house if you finish mine. With our powers combined. Yeah, I'm gonna have to build a lot bigger. Like my problem, right? So we're gonna have a look at some of these builds. Is like I build on almost like a miniature scale. Like a lot of people build... I remember like discussing this with Sad Milkman after we like had to go like doing each other's bases. Like I love like really constrained builds. Like I love doing things that like are very survival-esque that you can like live in. And that's the kind of building style I have. So thinking about this, like I'm thinking I'm gonna have to build at a scale for this to work that I'm not used to building at. It is gonna have to be like a lot more grandiose if I want to have like, say, like a sorceress's kind of house or something. It is gonna have to be significantly larger than like what I am used to building. I do kind of want it to have that vibe though, like maybe the crystal is like exploding from the side of the house. Oh. Okay. Okay. I think the scale needs to be much bigger. Okay. Okay. I think we need to move away from the tree. The tree is throwing me off a bit. Because we can always rescale the tree. That's fine. Okay, shapes. Let's build it in miniature first. So, we want, like, a house. Right? Bet none of you have ever seen this before. So, like, say, like, for example, that's, like, the main house. I got a bit bigger, actually, so we can throw more detail on it. We've got a big main house. And it's got to be proportionally bigger this way as well, I think. And then perhaps on the side is like a tower that has obviously had some kind of magical accident. And this, like, crystal has, like, exploded out the side of it. And we could maybe even have it in the process of exploding. Like it's growing out of the side of the tower. Oh, yes. For it to look balanced, like the house is going to have to definitely be a lot larger than that. I mean, also, like, the blocks are, like, not proportionally sized, so... Ooh, I might have to pull from some of my old builds that I've done. This is why I have a build world now. I need to, like, really get to it and, like, transfer, like, a bunch of my old builds, because I have others that I've done that are, like, much more this kind of scale. Okay. So I want almost the tower should be coming from somewhere, like, not this side of the house, but, like, maybe, like, here? So it's, like, part of the house. Like, I know I'm obviously using my own builds as, like, a reference, but actually you shouldn't use Minecraft builds as a reference when you're, like, building these kind of things. You should look at, like, fantasy art and photographs and, like, lots of other stuff to kind of get a good idea of, like, what you want. Because, like, all of these were designed after real buildings in a specific city in China. Which is why they look really unique. So I think I need to do a bit of research. But anyway, hopefully I'll be back on Friday. Doing another stream. I think we're going to give it another 10-20 minutes and then I'm going to call it quits for tonight. But I like this idea of building it in miniature to, like, get my idea out of, like, how it's going to look. Let's build a section of it. Maybe we just build the tower. Zloy is a lot better at building in a larger scale than I am. I'm very, like, used to building very cramped looking builds. 1, 2, 4, 5. Maybe we even extend it. So it's got, like, a bit of a... Yeah, because I'd quite like it not to have a base. Like, I'd quite like it to be sticking out the side of the house, but I'm just going to build it from the bottom up. And see... No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I think it needs to be in situ with the house. I think the whole of the bottom floor should be blackstone. Okay, for a start. And it's going to be Mahusive. So let's go 19 blocks, say. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay. It's probably not big enough, actually. 19, 21, 22, 23. Let's try 23. 23 is a maybe. 23 is a maybe. And we go 19 this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. Oh. Yeah, that's gonna need to be a lot bigger on that side for this to work. Let's make it 13 instead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, get rid of all these. Okay, that feels better. And that feels more like a rectangle, eh? Okay, let's join up the rectangles. Whee! And then what we do is start carving it up. So I definitely think we want like an entrance. I think I will utilize the wood a bit more. I think one of the things that's throwing me off a little bit is I have flux installed on my computer, so like everything is gradually going very orange. But I don't think it translates to the stream. I don't think you guys can see that. Let's do a 3 wide door, because then we could do the standard kind of spruce door effect. Yeah, it's gonna be loads bigger than that. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I love this song. Such a nice vibe. Right, give me the blackstone. Blackstone? Blackstone. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Go up with this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that'll do. It's good for like a ground floor. And maybe we'll beef it up. That was maybe what was making it look so wrong. That it wasn't beefy enough. No sticky outy bits. Sticky outy bits very important in Minecraft building. 2, 3. Yeah. That's what I should have done first, actually. I've forgotten how to build. That's fine. We'll deal with that later. It's a problem for later, Artemis. Because then what we can do is have, like, the supports for what will then be the next level. Which will come out one more block. Okay, yep, I'm vibing with that. Just get rid of these. I don't think there is a blackstone wall, is there? Or is there? Oh, there is. That actually is really useful. Because it means we can kind of do this. Kind of do this a little bit. And have like cool windows. Okay, yeah, it's chunky. Thanks. Thanks, blocks. Yeah, I wanted to have a lot of blocks to choose from, but still have like a restricted palette. This, as I say, like blackstone is purple. If you look at it. It's purple. As are all these. Oh, I'm doing this. I'm trying really hard not to think about what a pain in the bum it is going to be to collect all this blackstone, though. And I suppose I could set up a bartering farm to make my life easier. It's such a pain. I'm gonna need so much. Yeah, I'm gonna need to hit the nether pretty quickly to set up some farms. I'm gonna need so much stuff. But you know, that's what we do. We farm. Glass panes. Let's use the purple. I don't think you can get the special glass, can you? That's like that's like a pane. It's just, yeah, you can't. Crying obsidian when? I did think about crying obsidian. I mean, I could. Well, no, we're not gonna. Maybe I'll think about it. It's one of the kind of things you'd use. What does a lodestone look like, actually? Hang on. I think it's too grey. It's not how you spell it. How do you spell it? Uh-huh. Yeah, how to spell lodestone? Oh, L-O-D-E. Okay. I think it's too grey. Yeah, it's too grey. No good. No good. Okay, this is definitely giving evil sorceress vibes. I like it already. And we've got to break it up somehow. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 windows at the front there. We kind of want... something. I'm thinking. It's my thinking face. I'm liking it though. There's something about it that's working. Let's do trapdoors. Let's get a not a mangrove, one of these ones. Or possibly a copper. Because you can get copper stairs, can't you? Cut copper stairs? Yeah. No. It'll be sad if you leave out such a sad obsidian. I'm sure it will be. So, the saddest. Yeah, my flux is making it really difficult for me to tell the difference between mangrove and this stuff. I don't know if you can tell from the stream. Do we put this in front? Oh, that's got a vibe. There's a vibe there. There's something about that I like. I think this maybe we utilize the copper here. Nope. This is maybe where we utilize the copper. Yeah, it's definitely giving like dark, mysterious fortress vibes. I like that. Yeah, what, you know, as Mega Man says, or Mega Mind even, what's the difference between a villain and a supervillain? Presentation. You know what would be quite cool, actually, is to have some, like, ruins around. Like the sorceress maybe stole from, like, an older civilization. There's something about the lichen growing on the purple that, like, is kind of giving me, like, ancient monument vibes. There was, like, a stone circle, and she did the ritual and gained the power that she wasn't meant to have. I do like a stone circle, I have to say. And there was maybe once upon a time like a floor here. It's like degraded over time. Maybe that's where we could put the enchanting setup actually. With like a circle of torches That would be quite cool, actually. Let's do that. Why is that so cool? Oh, no, no, no. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. No. No, I accidentally axiomed. Think of the lore. Absolutely. Whack an enchanting table. Yeah, I'm fairly sure you can just use candles. Let's use black ones for the vibes. For the vibes. Oh yeah, that is immaculate. The vibes of that are immaculate. Something about this. Something about this. Alright guys, I think we're going to wrap up in about 10 minutes. I wonder who else is streaming at the moment. I could direct you towards a good solid 2-hour stream. Oh yeah, it's missing crystals. Magical crystals. This is why we all have like different sized ones. Where did I put all the different sizes? Here we are. Because it's good to have like all the different sizes. For, like different, yeah. Vibes. Oh, a little one on there. A little one. A little one. Oh yes. Yeah, what level can you enchant to with this? You can't enchant a candle, Artemis. Give me a sword. What level is this at the moment? Okay, maybe we do need some books. Yes, do some rapping in 10 minutes. I'm not very good. Do we... Ooh. Ooh. The corruption. That's a maybe. That's a maybe. That's a maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna have to see if I can confirm the candle thing. That's pretty cool, if it is. They can be used instead of bookshelves. I'm gonna go away this week and I'm gonna look at some reference pictures and we shall add them all to my little internet windows. Do you know what I like the most about this, guys? I don't know if you've noticed, but like the time is down in the corner, like as if it's like a real computer, and that is the actual genuine time that it is here right now, which I think is great. There is Artemis. Let's put her, let's put my sunflowers away. My sunflowers away. There we go. All glitchy looking. So I am working at the moment on a new opening sequence. That's just as the entertainer begins to play, of course. I am working on a new opening sequence. It's going very slowly, but I have found the piece of music that I want to use. And I've told the lawyer about it, so that's about as much as I'm going to say about that. It's needing some work. I want it to really give boot screen vibes, Windows 98, DOS. Yeah, you know what I mean. So I am hoping it's going to be like really good and people are going to really enjoy it. and want to watch it whilst waiting for me instead of just like a countdown, because the countdown's boring. And the date in the correct order too absolutely blocks. You are right. It is in the correct order. Right, chums, I think I'm going to wrap it up a little bit early because I'm tired. I need to go to bed soon. I probably need to do the washing up as well. You know, that's what it is to be an adult. To be an adult. I don't know why I don't seem to have a Zoom. I'm going to have to add OK Zoomer onto here, but thank you so much for coming. Appreciate it. Look at that. Whoops. We're just going to ignore that. Thank you so much for coming. And we're going to continue with this hopefully on Friday. Hopefully my Scream schedule is just going to be like Mondays and Fridays, and then obviously the occasional Saturday when we do the Truly Bedrock streams. And I'll probably work on other things as well, but obviously at the moment my focus is the Truly Bedrock build because I want it to be really good, have all of it here ready to go. Countdowns are boring. I'm judging you. This is me judging you right now, Blocks. Look at this. I am judging you. But anyway, chums, thank you so much for coming, and I shall catch you in the next one. You adult stuff, I know. Yeah, good to see you guys. Good to see you. All right, look at my inventory. No, look at my inventory as the stream finishes. I'm tired.